Hello there fellow humans and welcome to this video, and today I want to talk about the T26E4 Predator. Well, it is in the shop right now, as you can see. What is also in the shop is, well, these three, but I'm not going to make a video about those. But why would you buy this? There's no point. The T26 is something that you might consider if you're broke. For 5.5k gold, you get the tank, you get 30 days of premium, you get 500,000 credits, and you get a bunch of useless crap. And then you also get the equipment as well. Ignore the 22,000, that's a scam, as always. You know, they just pretend to give a value when it doesn't have value. So, with that said, for 5.5k, it is one of those offers where you can get the T34 or the i6 as well. So, basically the old style premium tanks that are being sold for fairly cheap. Now, here's the thing about this tank. Black Friday is in 1.5 months, right? So, at that point, you could probably get tanks that are better for the same price. If I were you, I would simply wait until then to buy anything. If you were smart. If you want to throw out your money now, you might as well just buy crates, but that's obviously a stupid idea. Anyway, but this tank is certainly a better idea than buying crates, that's for sure. As you can see already, it's not very fast, because it's a very well-armored medium. Doesn't mean that it has a lot of armor anyway. Because the lower plate's quite weak, as pretty much on any tank, and also the cupolas on top are sticking out of the armor, so you can pen those as well. Overall, it's quite a meh tank, I'd say. With, I mean, a standard tier 8 medium tank gun as well, which doesn't really stand out by anything. So, there is that. Now, as I said, for 5.5k, I don't know. It's up to you whether you buy it or not. I'm not going to say to not buy it, and I'm not going to say to buy either, because in the end, it's down to you. Do you want this thing? Or can you afford this thing? Because obviously, 5.5 gold, that is still quite a lot of money, if you think about it. And you can get entire games for that kind of money. So you gotta know that yourself, what it's worth to you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to push the KV3 here, because I think that will be the most logical thing to do, because you know you want to isolate tanks as much as possible when you play something like this. Pick off tanks one by one, because obviously if you fight multiple tanks at the same time, you're gonna be in the shits, which should be obvious, I think. Okay, the emerald doesn't have a camo. That is already good, because oh, is that a camo? No, it doesn't look like a camo. Normally no camo players tend to be a lot worse than camo players, but he does have a camo, so there's that. There's all these tiny little things that, once you learn them, they do definitely help you out the game, because you can then assess how good a player is, you know? Like, if a player doesn't have a camo or doesn't have a clan, they're most likely not going to be any good. But, speaking of any good, the armor on this tank is somewhat decent. As you can see there, against the SU. He shot AP, so that wouldn't have gone through anyway. But the main problem with this tank is that, not that the armor is bad, it's that the armor is, well, not complete. The armor is not everywhere where it should be. You have the lower plate, you have the cupolas. You don't have these extra plates on the side either. So you can definitely be penned with those. And obviously the biggest weak spot is the top of the turret, where pretty much anything can pen you, if they aim for you. Well, if they do aim, that is. Okay, 4v4. The main problem is going to be that AMX, I'd say, for me. Nope. What I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to take out the SU and the ML. Because those are... I mean, the ML can pretty much clip me, so that would be a pretty big threat. But now, yeah, the MX is just pushing me. Which, he should. Yeah, he's doing it right. He's doing it right. And going to get one more shot here. There we go. And I'm dead. Well, that is that. So, about 3,000 damage there. Quite respectable game. And now I do hope these two are going to be able to finish him, because let's go back into the garage. Let's actually check out the stats of this thing. What we can see here, obviously 2,200 DPM, 205 pen, which is fairly decent for this kind of tank, because a lot of the tier 8 mediums end up with like 180 or something like that, which is quite sad. Also got 10 degrees of gun depression, which is nice. And then the speed of this thing is, well, deceiving, to say the least of it, because the powder weight ratio is pretty bad, so it can go fast, but most of the time it won't. And as you can see with the armor, it has extra plating on it. Lower plate still can be penned. The side is not extra plated, so you can pen that as well. And the cupolas on top here are extending quite far up, so you can pen those as well, which isn't great, I'd say. Let's get the show on the road, I guess, and let's see what we can do here. Oh, please don't go city. Oh no. The pain of Blitz. Reloaded. But in the end, basically, you gotta have the hindsight of knowing whether you like this thing or not. You know, it's like me buying a new PC and then finding out it doesn't properly work. And that's the same with this tank. Like, if you're not thinking about buying it, if you're not sure about buying it, stay away from it. But if you think, okay, I want this thing, I'm not gonna talk you out of it. Because of 5.5k gold, that is not a bad deal, I'd say. Could certainly be worse. So, there is that. Basically, if you want to get it, if then you don't like it anymore, then there is unfortunately no way to return it, which is a bit weird as well. But, yeah. Let's see what we can do in this game. Obviously, the 10 degrees of gun depression are very useful and very nice. And you can definitely use this. And if you use the 10 degrees of gun depression, you can certainly hide the cupolas in a way, and you can also hide the lower plate. So, in a hold-down position, this thing isn't too bad. It's working quite well, actually. So, as you can see. But yeah, basically, I mean, all you gotta know, in the end, is always awareness. Know where the enemies are, know what you can do to them, and then you'll be glad, basically. It's a process that takes a while, and not everyone's gonna get great at it, but it is certainly something that can be learned. You know, all you gotta do, look around yourself, what is happening, where do I think I can cause the most damage, then you go there. If it works out, you do it again the next time. If it doesn't work out, you don't do it again the next time, because why would you do something again if it doesn't work? Like playing raining battles. So, let's see. I'm gonna keep out for the Scorpion here, obviously. Try to go back. There we go. Armor works alright. Probably is pretty much plot armor, you know. It works sometimes, it doesn't work all the time. It's not like a Scorpion's armor where you're just gonna punch through every time. But it's not really 100% reliable either. So, like, it's very much just their tank. It's a tank that is there. If it would be in a tech tree, it would be a very good tech tree, but do you spend money on it? That is your decision in the end. Let's see. Gonna pump this guy full of shells from the top. 3v3. Gonna have to be careful. 2.8k again. Well, as you can see, if it works a treat. Sometimes it doesn't work, but that is how Blitz works. Okay, does he have like a 50% crew? He's reloading way too long. Right, dead. Can we get a top gun here on the Scorpion? That would be simply lovely. 3.2. I don't know what the ace for this thing is, but I might try. Good old HE. Maybe the HE on this tank isn't really great. It's only like 50 damage more. So, but it is definitely worth shooting it against Scorpion and stuff like that. That's the same thing again, you know. Awareness, awareness, awareness. Know what ammo to use when. And he bounced again. As you can see, it's a decent tank. If you want it, get it. If you're not sure about it, don't get it. That's simply how it works, and that is an ace. See you for the next one. Goodbye.